Hi everyone, I'm Tejas.
Hey, I'm Sandeep and we are from Paytm for Business, here to discuss card on file tokenization mandated by RBI on safeguards. The deadline set by RBI is 31st December 2021 is approaching for all online businesses to upgrade to tokenization. And if they want to continue giving safeguard experience to their customers for online payments, so just in case you haven't upgraded yet, please contact your payment aggregator or payment gateway today or fill out the form link in description and our team will reach out to you. So Tejas, what does safeguard mean and what does RBI guidelines say?
So Sandeep, as a customer, you visit any website or an app for the first time. Typically, what happens is if you want to make a payment via card, you would come to the card section, enter the complete card details, enter
Mhm.
the expiry, enter the CVV, and then on the bank page, you have to enter the OTP to complete the payment.
Yeah.
Subsequently, often what you would see is that that particular card exists as saved on the checkout page. You just click on the card, enter the CVV and OTP, and that's a seamless checkout for you. Now, what is happening behind the scene is that this particular card is being stored by the merchant or one of its technical service providers. Now, what has happened historically is that a lot of large merchants and these technical service providers, their systems have got compromised because of which sensitive information of card has got leaked. Now, in order to safeguard against this, what RBI has said is that merchants or PA system can no longer save the card data. The card data can only be saved by the issuer, which is either the bank that has issued the card or the card scheme, which is like Visa, Master, or RuPay. That too, the card can only be stored after an explicit customer consent doing an AFA using the bank OTP in the transaction.
That's very well explained, Tejas. So when you say merchant can no longer save card information, what impact does it have on their businesses?
So, see, typically any, so to say, matured or a semi-matured business, if roughly 70 to 60 to 70% of the transaction originating via cards is via saved cards. Now, if these cards are not present on the checkout, what will happen is if the user comes on the checkout page, he will either drop out because the details are not there, or he would enter the details and might enter incorrect details because he has to enter so many details. Now, historically, what we've seen is that if the safeguards are not available, there is 7 to 10% lesser payment success rates in such scenarios.
Okay.
And this, what will, how this will impact the merchant is it will directly impact their top line. So I think this is going to have a significant impact on the merchants who do not react quickly and adopt the solution of tokenization.
Okay. That's a big impact. Success rate of 7 to 10% is a huge thing.
Correct. That's a very big impact.
Then what's the way forward?
So luckily, what how the ecosystem has evolved is that most of the networks, and when we say networks, it is again those Visa, Mastercard, RuPay, Amex. These have come up with a solution called card on file tokenization. So to simply understand, tokenization is a process of replacing any sensitive information with a non-sensitive information. How it sits in the payments context is that user would give its consent, then we'll do a successful transaction.
Okay.
Once the successful transaction is done and the consent is collected, we would send this card for saving on card schemes. Card schemes in return would give us a card alias, which the PAs would store or the merchants would store and would be used in the subsequent transaction. So here, essentially what we're doing is we're replacing that sensitive information of the card with the not so sensitive information of the card alias, also called token. So this is the solution that everybody, every merchant would need to adopt in India.
Okay. And everyone says that it's more secure than the current solution. And can you just tell us how it's more secure than the existing one?
Correct. So tokenization as a solution is much more secure. How it and how it is. So let's assume any merchant or a PA systems gets compromised, right? Then what will happen is that instead of cards getting leaked, which is the today's scenario, it will be the tokens that will get leaked. Now, if you were to transact with tokens, you require a real-time cryptogram which is generated by card schemes and is only given to the merchant on record. Hence, even if the hacker has all the leaked tokens, he would not be able to initiate a payment since he does not have the real-time cryptogram. And let's say, while this is not needed, let's say the news breaks out that okay, on merchant X, as your tokens have been leaked. You as a customer can go on that particular merchant or can go on your issuer's platform and just simply delete the tokens without even doing any change to your card. So you, as a customer, you remain secure.
Okay. And there are many PAs and merchants who are already storing the cards, right? So what will happen to those existing cards saved?
Yeah, so unfortunately, or fortunately, what will happen is these cards needs to be deleted. And as of now, you would see a lot of merchants incentivizing their customers to tokenize these saved
That's a
cards.
huge
But after
impact.
December
So how
31st,
can
these
we
cards
at
have to be
Paytm help
deleted,
our
and
online
only the
business partners
tokenized
to,
cards can be
cope with
shown
this
to the
problem?
user and used on your checkout. Correct. So I think what Paytm has done is we have partnered with all the large card schemes, and instead of having multiple point of integration, we have created that one single point of integration for our merchants. The integration has been so designed in order to ensure that the customer journey as well as the merchant integration is minimal, right?
Okay.
So all our existing merchant partners can reach out to our camps, and there is a simple onboarding after which they can avail the solution. Anyone who's not already our customer can fill the forms in the comment section, and our team will reach back to you.
As an online business owner, how will it impact my customer's checkout experience?
So, like I said, Sandeep, the solution has been designed to keep the customer journey exactly as it is. So, if your card is not tokenized, which in today's parlance is saved on, let's say, merchant's platform,
Mhm.
user will have to enter the complete 16-digit number, expiry, CVV to
Okay.
initiate a payment, right?
Mhm.
But if the card is tokenized, he would experience the same saved card seamless experience by just entering the CVV and just doing a 2FA with the bank's OTP.
So you are saying whatever the existing process is, the same process will follow for the user, but it will be more secure than what we have today.
Correct. Exactly.
That's great. So you have been talking about this token thing. So is the token created for a customer card will be different across the different merchants?
Yes. So tokens would be different for the same card for the same customer on different merchants. And just to elaborate on this, let's say you tokenize the same card on Paytm versus on Zomato. On in both the places, the tokens would be different. Now, what
Okay.
this does is this enables the end customer to maintain the life cycle of tokens independently on each merchant. So, if let's say I'm not using Zomato anymore, I would just go and pause or inactivate the tokens there. Versus, let's say, if I want to continue another token corresponding to the same card on any other merchant, I can independently do that.
Okay. And as a Paytm merchant, what kind of integration changes do I need to make to enable it for my end users?
That's a very pertinent question, Sandeep. So, see, the degree of change depends on the kind of integration you have with Paytm. So, if you are on a Paytm managed checkout, the only thing that you have to do is you have to connect with your camps and do a simplified onboarding. Once that onboarding is complete, the entire transaction journey, changes in the transaction journey and the tokenization journey is taken care by us. In case you are on a checkout that is managed by the merchants themselves, then merchants needs to primarily do three set of changes. First, they would need to collect consent against a non-tokenized card and pass it on to us. Second, once the transaction is complete, we'll initiate the tokenization process. The tokenization result would be communicated back to the merchant via a webhook. Now, these details can be stored by the merchant themselves in order to render the cashier page next time. or they can also call our Cash-a-Page APIs to render the saved cards or the tokenized cards of a user in the subsequent transactions.
And Paytm has a global vault solution which hosts the most number of cards in India. So is there
Correct.
any impact of this card on file tokenization on this global vault solution?
Yes. So, like as you know, Paytm has 250 million cards saved against 100 million customers, which are currently accessible to all our merchants. Now, Paytm is making all the efforts in proactively reaching out to the customers, incentivizing them to tokenize their cards, and hence it will continue to be available to our merchants without any integration change or any onboarding requirement.
That's really great information, Tejas. So Tejas, are there any charges to the end user to avail this service?
So, Sandeep, this frictionless and secure experience of tokenization of cards comes at no cost to the end user.
That's a great news indeed. So we hope we have answered all the questions any of you might have regarding saved cards, RBI guidelines, and tokenization. If you have more questions or you want to reach out to our team, please fill out the form in the description. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Tejas.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
पेटीएम करो